Hello Blizzard fans, this is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Blizzard upload. This is a game between eVRanFiri and RoyaLNavy on Terraform, the latter edition. Alright, so let's see here, production tab, get rid of that, and in the top left of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the red Terran player, it is eVRanFiri. And in the bottom right of Terraform, the latter edition, we have the blue Terran player, it is RoyaLNavy. Alright, so a TVT here. I'm not sure if one player went random or not. That loading screen was pretty quick, but if somebody did go random, we got TVT, which is a fairly rare matchup on my channel. I don't have a whole ton of Terrans. I think lately I've done a lot better at it, getting high-level Terran replays out here onto the channel and onto your subscription list. At least I haven't heard very many complaints about the lack of Terran, so I assume I'm doing okay on that. But yeah, it's going to be a TVT. Some of the most amazing games I have cast have definitely been TVTs. You just have a lot of things you can do. One player, I saw an Archon mode where they went battle cruisers in a TVT, and it actually kind of worked. So that was fun. But alright, both players are doing standard stuff indeed, although choosing to wall off here is RoyaLNavy, while eVRanFiri is keeping things a little bit closer to the vest, a little bit closer to home. It's really just a matter of preference, in my estimation. I've watched pros play Terran, and sometimes they wall off and sometimes they don't. Just kind of really depends on how things go. We're building stuff on all corners of the map. I think this might be an attempt to make scans irrelevant. If you scan right here, you're not going to catch all three of these barracks, but this SCV scouting does really make that pointless because the SCV sees all these barracks anyway. Yeah, so that's great news. But it's going to be a 3 barracks opener versus the 1 barracks into command center for eVRanFiri. So this is going to be some high pressure applied here. We're getting Marines out like crazy for RoyaLNavy. Walling off as well. Again, I don't know what the intent of that is entirely, but whatever at this point. The Marine production is on the way with these 3 barracks. No upgrades, or no add-ons, rather, at all. And this poor SCV being destroyed. Does explode in a fiery ball. You have to wonder, are they carrying their own fuel? Is that what causes them to blow up so much? I don't know, but look at this. No gas at all. Is RoyaLNavy just going for a straight-up Marine attack? I've done this before. I might have told this story once, but I was playing Terran on the ladder in Heart of the Swarm because I was like, I don't know, I'm going to see how it is. And I went up against another Terran. I proxy barracked a couple racks like up here. It was a different map, but this was the idea. Got a whole bunch of Marines and just walked up his ramp and won. It was kind of crazy. He said, I scouted your base and saw you didn't have anything and I should have suspected. But in the end, he did not. So I totally beat him and he was good about it. And I kind of felt bad for cheesing, but, you know, at the same time, you do what you got to do. So bunker is being constructed. I'm not sure if it's going to be up in time. They build pretty quickly, but this is a lot of Marines coming across here. Nothing but Marine production from RoyaLNavy. Another command center is on the way, so not a 1 base all in. But man, if that bunker could finish like right now, that would be amazing. But 5 Marines, they do have the high ground advantage. They're trying to kill what they can. This bunker cannot finish any second too soon for eVRanFiri. Are they going to get it? Yes, they get the bunker. Going after what they can, running past the bunker though, and all that's left though is only 2 Marines moving back, the wounded ones trying to get back inside the bunker. This guy trying to take out the wounded Marine. Can he get it? No. We're inside the main base. They're greatly weakened though, so pulling off SCVs off the line. That Marine gets taken out as well. SCVs take that one down and that one down, so the micro a little bit lacking there for RoyaLNavy, and now there's a full bunker, or there should be a bunker full of Marines here. Actually no Marines at all, but it was enough to chase off RoyaLNavy. So what did he do with that? RoyaLNavy lost 6 Marines. He killed 5 and 2 SCVs. So pretty good, I guess. He's only down 2 SCVs in total, 24-22 versus eVRanFiri. So in the end, it really wasn't much of an all-in. It didn't do as much damage as I think he wanted to do, but we're pretty much on even footing at this point for both of our Terran players. We're going to salvage this bunker, I have to assume, throwing down the command center with the orbital command upgrade already ready to go. Is eVRanFiri. Now both players are on 2 bases. Both players do have an orbital command. And there's the scan, seeing what's at the front door for RoyaLNavy. And the answer is 4 Marines. So not too great. Hellion production though. Units lost tab is still up. Production needs to come back. And finally getting a factory is RoyaLNavy. So a little bit behind on the tech choices here, because we definitely have a factory and a starport as well, producing a medevac for eVRanFiri, which can be a problem if he runs up here with Marines and he has medevac support, as well as some Hellions, maybe some Hellbats. Ooh, that would be dangerous indeed for our friend RoyaLNavy. But getting the full wall off, I think RanFiri's feeling a little bit worried after that previous attack. Doesn't really want to get caught with his pants down again. He did actually do the extra supply depot here, I think. We'll wait until that one pops up and we'll see what the difference is. There's that first medevac arriving on the scene. And scouting around with the Hellion, trying to see if there are any proxy barracks around here or proxy starports. That could cause him some trouble going double refinery at the same time that RoyaLNavy is doing. You need a lot of gas for Terran and TVT. But it looks like both players are pretty much going bio, although I guess we have some tanks mixed in here with eVRanFiri. So that makes a lot of sense, though. Not choosing to get a reactor here on the starport. So I'm not sure if he doesn't want to double pump medevacs for a reason. Maybe he doesn't need as many as that would give him. Or maybe he's saving the gas for something else. I really don't know what to tell you. Is this a Marine on Hellion battle? Yes, the Hellion's going to win that one every single time. Poor guy burns to death. Finally falls lifeless to the floor. Again, there's not much here. RoyaLNavy has been cutting a lot of corners to get up his worker count. He is up to 42 to 39. He has all the workers on all the gas the same way that eVRanFiri does. Actually has 4 workers on that gas. So, hey. Oh, Siege Tank Harass from eVRanFiri. Let's see how this works. As it moves out silently across the landscape. Medevac should make more noise, right? You can kind of hear him there. Either way, moving on in, we're going to try to do some... Oh my goodness gracious, a lot of Marines are ready for that. Wow! This is where they were. This is where Royal was hiding his stuff. So, alright, so scan there. Going to get tank shots off on the front lines. Gets 1 tank shot off, so not super amazing. Kind of weakens some stuff, but the medevacs are here now for RoyaLNavy. And if we... Ooh, stimming forward. And all the pieces of that Hellion went everywhere. Look at that. They scattered like crazy. So we are loading up the bunker there. It's 82 to 87 total supply in favor of RoyaLNavy. This Marine chasing this dude away takes a tank shot to the face, but Marines can handle that. But not 2 shots. Not at all. And a drop coming along the right side of the map. Are we... Ooh, eVRanFiri was kind of ready for it, and then he moved the Marines down and away. I don't know if that was a good choice or not. That is a great place to drop, which is why these Marines are here. They want to avoid getting dropped and caught by surprise, but that is not something that eVRanFiri is interested in doing, is actually pushing out at the exact wrong time. Here comes the drop, boosting on in right into this mineral line. There are no turrets. The SCVs are trying to fight for their lives, but oh man, that is so many Marines and so many Marauders. All the SCVs are getting massacred. They're forced to run. Only 3 survive. Slowly dropping in units, but it's not really enough. Tank splash was good there. And actually cleaning that up a little bit better than I expected. Getting the medevac as well. This medevac is empty as it escapes. So in the end there, 20 SCVs died, but 16 Marines and 4 Marauders ended up getting killed for RoyaLNavy as well. Royal taking a 3rd base in the middle of all that harassment. Well played indeed, but this is a pretty big Marine ball. 91 to 75 total supply is RoyaLNavy, definitely up in the army supply. Up as well in harvester count, 55 to 27 total workers for RoyaLNavy. Definitely had economy-wise, economically, I think that's the word. Economically makes a lot more sense. But moving on out, I think eVRanFiri feels like he needs to make a difference here. Needs to try to kill some stuff to make up for all those SCVs that he lost, and he's probably right if we're honest. But definitely the same stuff coming out for RoyaLNavy. We're going Marine, Marauder, Tank. Not many tanks, although I think there are 3 tanks here, which might be enough. Scanning forward, dropping the tanks, getting splashes off. He's going to push forward and stim forward with his Marines as well, splitting them pretty well into 3 separate groups here. And we're going to go forward, allowing the medevacs to heal up what they can, moving the tanks into position, getting splash damage, getting an amazing concave though. eVRanFiri forcing the retreat, and then backing out. He wants to stay with the safety of his tanks, get healed up by the medevacs as well, putting tanks on the high ground. Oh, to go after the workers here. He has completely cut off RoyaLNavy from his own 3rd base. He has the high ground advantage. Marines coming in from the left side as well, trying to kill what they can, whittling down the bioforce of RoyaLNavy. Tanks splashing on everything they can, but taking shots as well. Good tank micro here, actually forcing all mining to stop on this 3rd base for RoyaLNavy. Tanks with more and more kills. 6 total kills there, 2 total kills there. This guy has 11. He is definitely a hero for RoyaLNavy. Marines stimming forward, trying to kill what they can, getting destroyed instead with that 2nd backup tank. The tank count is looking really good right now for Royal Navy. 90 to 84 total supply, 32 to 50 harvesters. Royal Navy definitely has the advantage there, but he's oversaturated on his bases, so that's not a good place to be at all. Stimming forward, trying to kill that tank. They didn't get it. They gambled, and they lost this tank now with 8 total kills. Tank splash on one of those Marines, but they can survive up to 2 hits if they're being healed especially. That helps a lot. Couple SCVs down here hiding for their lives from the Terran player named eVRanFiri. So third base is being established by RoyaLNavy, getting an armory, also getting concussive shells, getting more and more Marines, getting reactors at the same time. Tank being forced to retreat, pushed away by that small group of Marines. And are we just heading home now? Is RoyaLNavy getting out of there? He is. RoyaLNavy says, all right, I think I did enough. I'm not sure that he did. I mean, all right, how many SCVs have died for Royal? Only 5 SCVs total have died for Royal. Has not lost a single tank yet. 55 Marines is a pretty high number of Marines to lose, but again, they're pretty cheap. They can be reproduced without much issue whatsoever. A bunch of these tanks here are low on health, which is a big problem here. This Marine coming in is definitely going to die. Yep, his little body gets thrown over the rocks. Kind of entertaining stuff. There we go. SCVs coming in to repair the tanks. Always something you want to see as a Terran player is getting that repair done. Very, very cost-effective use of your SCVs. So, all right, small group of Marines down here, a little bit on their lonesome as this push comes up. Marines, Marauders, tanks, +2, +1 there. Completed for Royal Navy. eVRanFiri, not quite there yet. He is working on his upgrades for the +2, but not there. Won't be there for quite some time. Here comes a big attack on this orbital command, taking out one of the medevacs, and this is just too big of an army to handle. For RoyaLNavy, tank splash damage on all of these workers. The orbital melts immediately. The pieces fly into the air. All these workers getting melted at the same time, but here comes a pretty big, desperate attack, dropping tanks on top of everything, trying to get rid of the tanks down there, and they do. Cleaning up that attack, but losing an orbital command. Definite back and forth push here from both of these players. Again, another attack coming out with a similar composition with a single tank trailing behind, decides to stop instead. Is not going to join this battle, which could be something of a problem, but here we are meeting right in the middle. Medevac don't actually die, unfortunately, but backing out. The bigger army does belong to Royal Navy right now, chasing across the map here. The tanks are setting up, getting splash damage. A lot of overstimming, though, on these Marines and these Marauders. Tanks are going to be a lot more effective than they nominally would. No pushing up. Oh, look how weak these guys are. Taking out SCVs, sniping down that command center that was being built. And the question is, where do they want to go? I think they want to be healed up first, but these medevacs are very low on energy. Well, I guess this one has quite a bit left, so never mind. Might heal this up, getting scanned. Seeing what's going on. RoyaLNavy is stuck on 2 bases. Will he win is the question at this point. Does not look good. A pretty big army sitting outside his front base. He does have a single tank to try to make this work. He's trying to plant down a third. Oh, gets scanned by Royal Navy as he lands it. Yikes. Stimming forward again, getting the tank. Tank falls immediately for RoyaLNavy, and that's it. eVRanFiri calls the GG. Royal Navy is victorious, and RoyaLNavy has left the game. So, yeah, pretty intense back and forth TVT there. Thank you so much for submitting that loss, RoyaLNavy. I really appreciate it. It really does show character when you can recognize it was a good game, even if you did lose it in the end. So, pretty fantastic stuff indeed. Again, this is a TVT. Really, really fun to cast as usual. So this has been FalconPaladin with yet another Daily Blizzard upload. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. If you can also catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, you take care of yourself.